Guys, I just had the craziest news ever. I don't know how to explain it. If you just listened to the news the moment I was about to record, you would have heard the Queen has passed away. I was just about to come up and film, and my dad shouted because he was watching the news or an advert saying about the Queen. And if you may have known, she was unwell. She was sick. She wasn't in the mood for anything, I think. So she had to properly isolate. Maybe it was because of COVID, I'm not sure. But anyway, speaking of COVID, people say it's over. No, it's not. My dad's got a lot of Apple pens. Well, I like this one. Anyways, so this is crazy news. We now have no one is wait. I know somebody who might be posting TikTok about us, and I love them. I could just imagine. So, I think it's Prince Charles. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have a king now. I feel bad for the royal family because we just saw her earlier. We're not in London or Buckingham Palace or anything like that. Oh my god. If you were in the UK, you would understand. Or any country that the Queen lived in. At least she made it to 70 years on the throne. Wait, 1 second. I'll be right. I'm going to go see what my dad heard. Dad, where did you hear about that? Dad, when did you hear about that? But where? Was it on the news? So my dad heard it on the news and saying it was just now. So this is shocking. I just heard. I think that is really. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna. I knew it would go straight to the news. It would be the Queen's passed away, guys. What am I gonna do without royalty? I knew that was happen. I knew this would happen. I knew somewhere between 2022 and 2027 it would happen and the Queen would pass away. 2027 is in 5 years. She would have been about 101. Okay, I meant take away about 2, so about 99. But oh my gosh. I mean, wow. Okay guys, anyways, let's go on to the video I was going to do. So let's go. So, I just wanted to tell you about that. Because why not? If you don't watch the news, sometimes why don't you would, just a little reminder. Thank you. So, let's have a look at my fidget drawer. So, I've gotten out some fidgets I would recommend and wouldn't recommend. So, first we have a tangle. Any type of tangle. Because you usually use them with 2 hands. You can't really use them with 1 hand. And it's easy to drop when you try. Like how I am. All you can do is that with 1 hand. And you'll drop it properly. You might drop it off the table and the teacher might confiscate it. So you have to kind of play with the 2 hands. But you can't really write and do that. You can't just. But one thing is, you can make it into a bracelet. Do you like it? Shh. You may still like it. I might keep this bracelet on actually. It's cute. No. And then the second video I wouldn't recommend is any stress ball with messy insides. Like this Orby ball. Also, it can make a little noise, like this one. A bit weird, and the teacher might go, "What on earth is that noise? I will take that away from you now," whatever your name is. Pop it ball. no. No. It's too loud like how the pop... No, I haven't said the pop yet. Just too loud for school, you know? Like, teacher could confiscate it or something. So yeah. Like, listen, isn't that too loud for you? Well, it could be loud for anyone. It could even be loud. Now, any type of dimple, I wouldn't recommend, because they're loud as well. It's not just poppets and that. It's also dimples and poppet balls and that. And again, you have to use it with two hands. You can't really do, but you can use it as a squishy like that. But again, the teacher might confiscate it. Then you'll have no poppet ball or octopus dimple. Poppets, no, just no. Like, listen. Like, wouldn't your teacher... Like, imagine if your teacher was telling you about the Anglo-Saxons or something and you just had this in the background. You just had that in the background. Would that be annoying or not? Tell me in the comments if you think it would be annoying or not. Now, what I would recommend for school is... I'm going to do a lot of different, like, airports, road trips and that. But I would recommend something that isn't perfectly round so it doesn't roll off the table. Like, because you can mould these things, you know, because they're like dough balls. So what I like to do is I like to squish it so it looks like a pumpkin. Does that look like a flat pumpkin or not, or is that just me? Okay, potato time. I've got a blue potato. I think my potato might have cold. But as you can see, it wouldn't really roll off the table that well, so it's kind of good. I would recommend a marble and mesh because it's small, you can write, and you could just hide it under the table and the teacher wouldn't notice. Teachers are quite tall, not being offensive to anyone, but teachers can at least sometimes, they don't really bother about under your table, you know, they're just like looking at you over the table, so you could do it right and have this under the table. Simple. Okay, and I would also recommend a people, but just make sure you don't. It's not a hard one, like this one is. It hurt me earlier when I was playing with it, and I felt like I broke my finger, but I didn't. So I can still move all my fingers. I would recommend monkey pressuring if you like biting your nails. It's also need to bite one. It works. So I tried it earlier this morning and late now. So yeah, I recommend that. A fidget spinner or nothing that can break, and my mind's kind of broken with that part, but ignore that. I would recommend it. Just make sure you keep it under the table. You can just like fidget around with it and like do that. So that is for schools. Let's move them all back to their piles. No, ignore that, guys. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do a restaurant. Guys, I hope you're ignoring that. I just had baked beans earlier, so ignore the baked bean towel coming in. So first of all, I wouldn't recommend any type of food squishy. I have this strawberry squishy, like look, it's a strawberry. And the waiters and other people might stare at you, like weirdly, like, oh my god, what is that person doing? They may be thinking you're playing with your food and not eating it, because it looks like food, even though if it doesn't have even if it has a face but you cover it up because the face is facing you. Oh look, he's got a boo-boo. She's got a boo-boo. Squeeze. She's got a big boo-boo. Squish. People may be thinking you're playing with your food and not actually eating it. They're thinking maybe, but no, you're playing like squishing and stretching it and going, what's that? Like that. So no. What else should I not recommend? I've just seen that one. No, not any type of stress balls, like Nidos. But again, I would recommend like colour changing stress balls because they're easy to handle. But these, if they pop, they go and all over the table, and people would think it's probably something like whipped cream gone everywhere, or you just had a moment. So, Snappers is a must not take. Like, listen. Like, you're trying to have a family dinner and you hear this. No, that is annoying. I wouldn't really recommend these. Well, I would sort of. While you're waiting for your food, of course. Want a bit of a challenge. You want to try solve it, but you can't exactly. Look how I am trying to. I did it! Yay! I would sort of recommend them if you're waiting for your food, but not afterwards. I would recommend any sort of poppet, including a mini poppet or a dimple. Like, just no. It's just bad, and I wouldn't exactly. So no for mini poppet. Actually, maybe you could. They're small. You could hear them eat. You can't really hear them, can you? Quite quiet. But if you're right next to them, it would be a bit annoying, but just make sure you try to do the quiet side only. Or if you're on the loud side, I've got a technique. Put your finger underneath it on the loud side. It doesn't make it sound so loud anymore. So you can count for it in peace. Yes! But only if you do the technique I did. No, I wouldn't recommend these. One, because they're sticky. Like the little squirrel is sticky. And if somebody is allergic or something to squirrels, or they don't like them, they might go and try to kill it. I'm not sure if you watched Mrs. Bench's video, but she said not something like the mouse type of version, because people might kill it. Yeah, it's the same with this one, so don't. That's four for each of them. I've only got two there. Need some more. Get something. No to poppets. Actually, yes, maybe to a poppet. Because if they're not, no, they might end up being quiet. There's a mouse like that. It's not really loud, is it? I mean, that part's loud, but you can just try to do the technique I did with the mini puppet. So yeah, those are the fidgets I wouldn't recommend, or would recommend for a restaurant. Now, a long car journey, know exactly what not to bring. I'll just give you a clue. It's sticky. Yes, if you guess slime, you are correct. Don't bring slime, guys, or any putty type of slime. Just don't, because if you do, you're kind of like cuckoo. Not being rude or anything. Just it could get your car really messy, or bike really messy. So just don't do it. I can make an exception with infinity cubes. Quiet, soft, and you could just fiddle with them for like 15-20 minutes, or even half an hour. So yes to these. And again, no to anything with a messy inside. Just please don't do it. If you do, I'm going to be mad at you. I just really wouldn't. So don't, guys. Don't do it. If you do, I'm going to be mad. No, like, really, I would be mad. Don't bring any type of like not moldable needles, because you could drop it. And if you have a pet in the car, it might try eat it. Like, look at that. You go, yum, yum. Probably bad for your dog. I'm guessing it is. Because it's not really. So, no. Again, I wouldn't recommend snappers or poppets. They could distract the driver. Might lead to consequence. I would make an exception to these because I like them. They're really fun. It's fun to play with. Let me try to solve it. That's as close, guys. Just wait. That was as far as I could go. So then to cut put together, I had this is the bottom ones being a pain. So no, actually yeah, sorry. Okay, so those are the fidgets I would and wouldn't recommend for things like that. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye, bye bye, no, bye bye. Bye bye. I'll do minion or Despicable Me, like scenes or something like that. Too late. Au revoir. That means goodbye in French. Goodbye.